A big iffy one right here. I'm just gonna dig it out. I'm not gonna play with it. Right. At least I can pinpoint it. Right. Sounds like a bottle cap or something, maybe on the edge or something. Oh boy, it was near the surface. This soil is super hot today, so it's really hard to know exactly where my targets are at. Right. The ground is just on fire today, man. Might be a battery or something too. It's a nut, right? It sounded like it was right on the surface. Super iffy, right? And there's other iron around it too, so. Go for this lower tone here. Going for the low tones, right? Because it could be gold, man. I'm telling you. Straight up, man. So many times I thought I was just digging up some random foil or just another one of my 1,000 pull tabs and I dig up some gold. All right. And you know, it's hard to explain to people who are maybe just getting in this hobby, you know. It's like, man, I've been hunting for so long. You know, somebody commented on my channel the other day and said, man, I've been hunting for, you know, so many hours, and I've hunted it so many times, you know, this park so many times, and I haven't found any silver yet. Well, silver comes when it wants to, and you really have to be in a spot that you know there's been a concentration of people at some given moment of time, and there's gonna be some other trash around it, right? Usually parks, there's some trashy parts of the park, and if there's if you're finding a lot of older trash deeper in the ground there, you're probably going to find some silver in that area, and it's going to be harder to find because there's a lot of trash below, you know, below some modern trash, right? But parks, you know, a lot of time parks change throughout the years, you know. They like move stuff around, you know. They concentrate in certain areas for 20 years, and then they move away from that area, and they may put up a covered area there, or a top lot, or a pathway or something over that stuff, you know, over the good spots. Like in this park here, they took out all the brush back there. That was about 100 years ago, over 100 years ago. They had wagons all up in the backside there, and every year they have a event in this small park here, and I found a lot of relics back there and in the brush, you know, and they're just really bad sticker bushes there for about 10 years. You know, I would just fight those sticker bushes, get a few relics and a couple silvers there, and then the sticker bushes grew so bad I wasn't able to get back there. And then they finally trimmed all that stuff down, and I got to hunt it for about a year. You know, I got a bunch of old stuff, really old. I got a couple trade tokens, one silver, a silver quarter, and lots of relics, mason lids and horse tack and whatnot. And then they frickin' came through and they buried it all in wood chips, right? They took out all that brush, you know, and they sprayed a bunch of chemicals on there to kill all the grass, or to kill all the weeds, and now they're just dumping lots of wood chips on it. So all that relic dump is gone now, you know. Probably never be able to hit on that stuff ever again, you know. But parks change a lot. You got to really have that in mind. And you know, one guy, I don't know, probably about a year ago, commented on my channel, and he says, you know, there's, you know, those old rundown parks, you know, there's not much in them, you know, it doesn't look like anybody used the park. But you know what? You're completely wrong. Those old parks are freaking diamonds in the rough. They are diamonds in the rough. Nobody's used it for a long time. You never know how it was used in the past, right? That old park could have had a lot of events in the past. They could have had festivals, or, you know, a lot of picnics there, you know, back in the days. And you know, you're gonna have to get through some trash. You know, all those silver coins down there have to be uncovered, unmasked by a bunch of sometimes modern trash. And the modern trash is the hardest to get through, you know. But once you go through a park and you clear out that trash and clear out that trash and clear out that trash, it's not easy, man. Metal detecting, treasure hunting is not freaking easy, man. And there's not a numbers game, right? It's not, you know, I get a gold ring every 1,000 pull tabs, or, you know, it's probably close to that, you know. But I just clear out the trash, and I'm not only looking for silver. I'm not only looking for gold rings. I'm not only looking for jewelry. I'm looking for everything. I'm looking for relics. I'm looking for anything that's in the ground deeper than this modern trash, right? The modern trash is the toughest to get through, because if there's modern trash there, most likely in most cases, there's going to be some deeper stuff that's older. You know, if you do a little bit of research on the park, and maybe there might have been a home site on it, or, you know, there might have been a building, or there might have been a covered area that they took out, you know, 20, 30, 40 years ago. And, you know, or just ask people who are in the park if they, you know, live in the neighborhood, how long they've lived here. You know, don't ask them straight up, but, you know, a lot of people will give me information when I'm hunting parks. You know, a lot of older people who see me hunting, I pry information out of them, and that's how I learn where to dig at. You know, I ask, you know, some people are really receptive to my questioning, and they tell me, oh yeah, a building used to be over there, or a house used to be over there in the corner, and I remember there didn't used to be all these houses in the neighborhood. You know, those are the people who I want to talk to, right? I just pry information from them. I'm really I really want to get the most information from them, you know. And not only can they give you information about the park that you're in right now, they can give you information about some other stuff that you've been wondering, like, you know, where's that old dump, or do you remember this old dump over here? Do you remember this old park over there? Do you remember any other buildings in any other parks? You know, the older people are the ones to talk to, man, because they were here when those dimes were being dropped, when those relics were being dropped, when those festivals were happening, right? That's the information that I want, right? And I get a few permissions here and there, but parks are freaking awesome if you just do your research. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.